Ain't drunk. I'm just drinking. Hey, man, I don't know if you can hear, but I got the great Albert Collins in the background. I ain't drunk. It's a great tune. So anyway, I talked earlier about this chili beer I picked up at Flat Branch Brewing on 313. As you can see, the crowler there, 5.4%. So their description reads chili, Chile, but he wrote chili here. But anyway, hey, man, I ain't gonna quibble. It's a green chili beer. Now, I hadn't had this for a long time. I was there about a half dozen years ago, and I believe they told me it had Anaheims and Serranos, but I don't know that to be a fact now. It's a beautiful, deep golden color, though. I love the color of this beer. They told me it uses a light wheat ale base, which would make sense. But what I love about this beer the most is the nose. The nose is all green chili. It's absolutely beautiful. And then the flavors, you get the big green chili right up front. The hot sauce song, Rockin' Jake Band. It's a great tune anyway. So the flavors are all green chili, but you don't get any heat at all until you get to the end. You get to that finish, and then you got just a little bit. So it's just a pinch of heat, right? And if you'll wait on the next drink, it will grow on you a little bit, but there's really not much there. In all honesty, not a lot of heat. So what I did was, though, I was debating to do a chicken or pork, right? But I had chicken on hand. I didn't have pork, so I had a whole wog, which for those of you not in the food business means without giblets, man. Well, I'm not in the food business anymore, but years of experience way back when. So I had this whole wog that I got out of the freezer, got it defrosted, and I got it in a brine out there. That's about half of this crowler. I used some other things, of course I did some water, herb spices, some other things going on. And then I poured about half of this beer in there as well to give some flavor to it. But I wanted to keep about half to do a video for this one. I didn't do a video while I was there at the brewery yesterday because I just wanted to enjoy my damn beer. I'm doing videos on location less and less, unless I'm at, certain places where I know I can, I can do the video without disturbing other folks. I'm very careful about that, so. But they were, they weren't busy when I first got there. In fact, where I was sitting, I had no one near me on either side. But they were starting to get crowded. I didn't want to do a video there. And quite frankly, I just wanted to sit and relax and enjoy my beer. Then I knew I was getting a crowler of this so I could do a video at home. But this beer is crazy good. Is it better on tap? That's a great question. And I'm honestly not sure. Maybe a little bit. You may feel those green chilies just a little fresher on tap than the crowler. But I mean, this came from the tap. So maybe just sitting in the can takes a little bit off. But boy, oh boy, it's good. But yeah, that was the idea of why I got the crowler, though, is I was thinking I'm either going to do pork or chicken. I'm not sure which, but I had chicken. I didn't have pork handy. So yeah, I'm going to let that sit for about, let's see. Oh, what time is it now? Probably about 18 hours, and then I'll get it out and slow cook that sucker in the oven or the crock pot. I'm not sure which I want to do, but anyway, I'm going to cook that very slow. Let those flavors build. We'll have some pollo tacos tomorrow. I picked up some dry beans at the Amish store when we were up there. So what I'm going to do, instead of using some pintos, which I typically do pintos or black beans. Sometimes I've done red beans as well to make refried beans. I use whatever beans I have handy. But I picked up some cranberry beans, and I'm going to use those tomorrow anyway. The truth is, you can use any beans you like. It's really about texture, right? But these beans kind of remind me of Appaloosa beans, which has a little more texture than a pinto. Again, just kind of depends on what you like personally. So again, you do feel that wheat ale a little bit, but it does allow those green chilies to be the star. But it is a wheat ale base and not a lager base. I want to make that clear. It does clean up nice in the finish, but yeah, you get just a little bit of lingering spice, but not much. But what you get is a whole lot of green chili flavor. What it reminds me of is I spent about a year in Las Cruces, New Mexico, and about a year in El Paso, Texas, where you get those fresh hatched chilies coming in. And you know, everybody's roasting them outside, got the hand crank roasting those chilies, and that's what the flavors and aromas remind me of, those fresh hatch, you know, which are Anaheims, and that's mostly the flavor that you get. So there you go. I am Tom the Beer Whisperer, Beer Evangelist, beer drinker, beer wisdom, all rugged guy. Cheers, guys.